ready? All right. So today is a special day because this is the first episode of our podcast, Love Conquers All. This is my lovely wife, Shateria.
Hey, y'all.
This is our very beautiful guest, Avana, and we're going to get into her, get more information. I know you guys want to find out, all you creepy guys want to find out what's going on with her, but we're going to get into it. So let's just give a briefing of what this podcast is all about. Shateria, you want to?
All right, that's fine. This podcast is for us to be able to express the things that we have done that our ego got hurt behind.
So in other terms, what she's saying is that we've been married for quite some time now. And, you know, as single individuals, we all have this super, ego that we have that just unapproachable by the terminology of love, right?
Right.
And so I think everybody has had some sort of run-in with this love person. And we try to, how can I say, pretend that this person don't exist, but they do exist, okay?
Right.
And so they will have you doing things like doing backflips off the wall, all right?
Right.
Stalking. Yeah. You know, you would know when you see love because you're doing things that 10 years down the line, you like, did I really do that?
Right.
Okay?
Yeah.
So we all go through this, and so we want to just help people through their time with this guy love and share some stories of what our run-in with him was and see, you know, if it can help anybody else. Right. So, you know, we're just going to get more into that, but that's pretty much what the podcast is about. Okay, so now that we gotten that out of the way, what's your name? How old are you? And can you remember the first time you was in love?
Okay, so my name is Avana Anderson. For y'all that don't know me, I am 20 years old. And my first run-in with love was about 3 years ago, for real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Can you tell us how old you were?
Before we go there, what's your Instagram name? I'm pretty sure people want to know.
My Instagram name is Avana.Anderson.
Okay. We definitely put a hashtag on that, on the video. So, okay. So, and what part of town are you from?
I'm from Gainesville, Georgia.
Gainesville. You're going to see a lot of guys moving to Gainesville. So.
Oh, my goodness.
Right.
All right. So, now that we've gotten that down, right? Mm-hmm. Can you share with us your first experience with love? What it had you doing? I mean, the beginning, not getting too detailed, but giving us the details of what happened.
Okay, so it was about 3 years ago. I was in high school. I'll say about my junior year. I ran into this dude or whatever. I mean, it was fine or whatever in the beginning, you know, the first 2-3 years. But when we got to the, I'll say, second year, I completely checked out.
Okay.
So it was like I was just holding on to something. It wasn't there.
So what was some of the things that you can think back and remember that when you first started falling, what did you... Okay, let's first say this. What was your mindset like before? Was you open-minded to love? Or was it like, hey, you know what? That's not even something on my agenda. I don't, bump these guys.
Right. At first it wasn't. I was running track in high school, going to state, doing what I had to do. So then I just was focused on me, and I ran into him, and it was like, okay, let's see what he's talking about. Let's see what's going to happen. So that's what I did.
So basically all that went out the window, all that me. It was like, okay, now you're
exactly
inviting someone into your essence, inviting someone to your...
That's
emotional
exactly
space.
what I did, right. He had came and stayed with me for about 3 years. The whole 3 years we were together, we stayed together. So, you know, it was a little much at the age of 18, 19.
So y'all stayed together.
We stayed together.
Hold on. So let me get this correct. Cause y'all fast tracking it. It's a new
Right,
generation. Okay, hold
exactly.
on. Y'all stay together, or he came and stayed with you and your parents?
He came to stay with me and my parents.
Okay, that make more sense. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So he came to stay with you and your parents. Why? Particularly why? Do you know why? Okay, let's not even go there. So basically, he had some problems at the house, right? And your big heart,
Big heart.
opening up,
Exactly.
going to your parents, they have a big heart too. So, which leads me to my next question: who taught you how to love?
I mean, as a child, it was very difficult to learn, you know. So I just picked up from my auntie. I spent a lot of time with my auntie.
Okay.
A lot of time.
All right. So, okay, because usually the way that we, and I asked that question, is because the way that we loved as kids,
Right.
usually are the way that we can express love. You know, we just kind of mimic it in a way.
Yeah.
So you seem to be sort of like a type of person where you like to cater, or like, I won't say cater, but let me say the word, if you seen a dog on the side of the road and shivering or whatever,
Right.
you like, yo, come here, dog, let me take you home, bathe you up. And
It's not that generous, you know. But I was at the time, you know, in high school. So it was like, okay.
okay.
But it's normal because you were young. You know?
Exactly.
Okay, so pretty much you took him in. You never thought you'd do that. Never thought.
Never.
All right. So you was selfish to some degree.
I mean, yeah.
We all are. It's okay. She's selfish.
What?
She's like, usually the women are more selfish than the guys.
Oh my God! Don't do it.
But that makes a good relationship.
Oh no, that's not true. But we're not gonna go there.
The women, what makes a good relationship is a female being a little more selfish than a guy. Like if he's like 90% selfish, then you got to be at least like 90.1.
Exactly. But, I mean, I don't think so. I mean, if you're equally selfish, maybe that'll be all right.
You're
But
right.
if one is more selfish than the other, like,
It doesn't work.
it doesn't.
It don't work.
One's more selfish than the other. But somebody got to be more selfish.
No.
Right?
You know, and I think in God's mind, y'all have to. It's like a power thing, like a control thing. Like I gotta have more. That's why a man can't deal with a woman that makes more than him sometimes. You know.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, it's always a power thing with you guys.
So back to my statement, right? That's why I said I think it's good for a female to be slightly more selfish. And I'm going to tell you why.
Go ahead.
Because men, we go through a number of changes as we get older. And when you're talking about long term, so I'm talking long term, not short term. When you're talking about kids, longevity, usually the female is going to be the one that's going to be raising these kids.
Right.
Okay? You know, yes, us guys, we get out there, we do this, we do that, whatever. We move around, we bust moves. But when you talk about the female being the one that's there to raise the new generation, you know, it's certain times where she's going to have to almost turn a blind eye to some of the things that's going on. Yeah, I got your back, but not to the end to where the whole dynasty comes down.
All right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I think she should be like she should be the safety net for the rest of the family.
That's
just in
that's
case.
right. What you're saying. I remember one year. I think it was probably like a couple of years ago. Nima had gave you this necklace. Well, That's his sister. And it had an eagle and had a anchor on it. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
And he was like, yeah, here's my anchor. She always bring me back down to earth. Well, that's what the woman is there for. She's supposed to be able to, when you're going too far, she's supposed to be able to bring you back down to earth.
Yeah, help me meet my goals. You know, you want a dude that's like his dreams are out of this world, right? Mm-hmm. All right, cool. But you don't want him to like literally try to, you know what I'm saying, go to the wits end. It got to be some kind of safety component. It's like, all right, well, look, let's just get out of this before, you know what I'm saying, before we lose too much.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So,
and I think that's what ends up happening with love overall. Like, I think as people, we don't have that safety net like that stops y'all from going too far. Mm-hmm. So it's probably some things you did that was a little too far that made you be like, nah, I don't want this no more.
And that's exactly, I mean, in one of my past relationships, that's exactly what happened to me. I was catering bad, like buying clothes, shoes, paying for stuff for him for school. And it was like, now I'm out of it. It was like, damn, like, why would you even do that? Like, you wasted so much of your time.
You say you catering?
I was. Look, I'm not no more. I'm telling you, no more.
You sure?
She said, don't try me on that.
Are you sure?
Don't try me on that.
It's over after that.
There's nothing wrong with it. But see, this is what I want to get to, right? It's nothing wrong with catering.
But that's the thing, when you get to a certain point where it's like, damn, why I'm not getting catered to.
I would love that, you know, but it's nothing wrong with that. And I think that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, why do we have to lose that? Like, that's you, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so for me, I wouldn't be sitting here across the table with her if I lost, like, genuinely who I am.
To the core of who you are.
Right.
But that's the thing, I did.
But what he's trying to tell you is that you shouldn't.
Yeah.
It's okay to cater, like he just said, you know, and sometimes as women, it's hard for us to hear it from a man. But it's okay to cater. Mm-hmm. It's a man out here that you're going to cater to him, and he's going to make sure you're good. You're not going to like everything about him, of course. It's just not normal, you know. But it's the things that you do like about him, make sure it outweighs the things you don't.
All right.
And sometimes we like a person for one thing so much that we let that outweigh, you know, what we know is right. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So don't stop catering. Don't do that. That's what makes you the woman you are.
Hey, I might look. I look, if you put cater as your middle name, right. I guarantee you.
Can't even do it, my boy.
I guarantee you won't be on the market long. I'm telling you that now.
Because I think a lot of times us women, we just lose patience in men. It's like, yo, like, I keep doing and y'all just keep doing stupid shit. But what's really stupid shit? Right?
Right.
What's stupid shit?
I mean, if he not catering back, like, or not even trying to, you know, get a job or take care of some bills, like, that's not even...
Right. But say if he is getting a job, paying bills. I mean,
if he's doing the right thing, most definitely.
Let me finish, because I want to hear you on this one. If he's doing the right thing, and say he go to the store and forget your favorite snack, does that make you call things off, or are you like...
No, it's like, damn, okay, maybe next time, but it's not over no snacks. Like,
stick to who you are. You're a beautiful person. Stick to who you are.
I think what we're trying to do, right, is this, like, you know, like the person that my mom raised me and my dad raised me to be, right? Just, they made me just a big heart, right? So I remember the first time I ran into a female that kind of like this how I look at it now, but back then I was like, yo, she's like a monster. I didn't understand it. I was like, I'm doing everything you know what I'm saying? Right. And I think we all been there. I think everybody has been there where we like, yo, this is how I love. And that's why I asked the question, like, who teaches you how to love? Like, and she just was cold-hearted about it, right? Which made me, in turn, like, become cold-hearted. Like, I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying, bump these bees, man, and I'm gonna go get it, you know what I'm saying, mess around and do me. All right. But it's not really me. You get what I'm saying? That's not who I was raised to be. So in a way, I'm really like, it's not that I'm doing anything to them, I'm doing more damage to myself, because me being who I really am would probably open the door for, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's if you don't see the goal, then it's not my fault. I'm not about to go and throw it away. You know what I'm saying?
Just
like
you don't see it.
Yeah, like, just because that person don't see it. Right. Like, and then we put it like to everybody. So it's like, oh, we don't just say, oh, that person didn't see it. We say all y'all didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So all y'all gotta get this. Yeah. Right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, if that's who you are, be who you are. Be mindful. That's what I would say. But to the question, the next question is, okay, you had him stand in the house and you catering, doing all this stuff. Okay, he's young too, right? Mm-hmm. Which, to that point, how old is he?
A year younger than me.
Okay, well, you didn't tell me that. So that makes a lot of sense. Like, okay, one, it takes guys a little longer to get a grasp on life. He's not in the house no more, so that means that he's not working in sync with what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're getting put out or whatever. I don't know what the case is, but it's not working, right? It wasn't a fire, right? All right, so if it's not a fire, that means he's getting put out, you know what I'm saying, for some odd reason. So that means that he's already rebellion. So the thing is, I'm not expecting him to do a lot anyways. But that's not what we are here to judge. We're just judging your heart and what you was willing to go through.
Give up, yeah.
Right. So now the question is, what particular situation made it to where this is it?
Okay. So I'll say, like I was saying, you know, I was providing everything. Like, he wasn't providing anything. So, you know, I was asking and asking. You know, he got a job, then he quit. And I was like, why would you quit? I mean, just anything, over anything. So I was like, okay, you know, try it again, nothing. But then as soon as I said, oh, you know, I'm done, you know, if you're not going to help, you gotta go, because I got stuff to do. Like, I'm trying to be a better person. I can't take care of you while trying to take care of me. Mm. Like, so that's what I had to learn. Like, I really have to find a way to love myself before I can even push this any further. Because there's no way I can move forward with you dragging me down.
Okay.
So
it became a financial thing and a motivation
thing.
Okay. And once again, I wasn't, you know, just for the guys out there listening, you don't necessarily have to be the richest dude. Right. But as long as because a female is always watching, your female is always watching you. Mm-hmm. So you don't have to be the richest, but she got to at least see that you went from point A to point B.
Exactly. Effort. Just show some effort.
Exactly.
Like, and that's what I love. Like, you know, being with other guys, you be able to see, you know, the difference. And when it comes to my husband, like, beyond everything we have been through, it's just like the effort that he shows. That's what you want.
Exactly.
I tried to race donkeys one time, right?
Don't say
Real
that.
story. I saw Michael Vick get in trouble. I stopped it. I said, I'm not messing around with the animals. at all. I don't even know the rules to this, but I'm not going down for the animals.
Right.
All right.
You don't want to.
Not going to. So, but no, that's but no, I didn't try to raise donkeys for real. But
Yeah,
I get what you're saying.
that was funny as hell. But anyways, I'm laughing inside right now. So to that point, okay. So that happens. Okay. After that, and you called it quits, right? All right. So, which is fairly different because sometimes when most people are like heartbroken, it's usually the other person that's like breaking the heart.
Right.
So it sounded like you was doing actually breaking the heart.
I mean, but that's the thing. Like over years and years, like telling somebody, hey, you know, make something shake. Like, what's up? Like, you gonna help me or not?
So you broke the heart. Was he crying?
Okay,
Oh,
let me
wrong.
say this. Let me say this though. Let me say this. My heart was already broken before. Like I told y'all, I checked out a whole year earlier and still
Dealt with them.
content exactly. So
You still had a little bit of hope.
exactly, I had the hope, but there
Oh,
was
man.
nothing. So my heart was already. I was done. There was nothing I could do. Like once you lose hope and faith in somebody and it's gone, it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much, your heart was broken a year prior, and so let's talk about this year. What was it? At what point? Because you said, okay, I'm trying to follow this.
Basically, he wants to know what exactly
What broke your heart?
Yeah.
You telling me what ended it? What broke your heart? What did you see outside of like that year prior to you ending it?
I mean, I felt like he was doing things that he wanted to do. So I would ask him to do something for me, but he'll be like, no, I'm going to play ball with the boys, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But you can go do this and do that and not stay at home or help me do something. So it was like no effort. It felt like I was just being used at that point.
Basically, you're saying like, y'all didn't go on dates. Y'all
No.
He didn't try to show you off. Spend special time. Watch.
None of that.
Now,
Yeah.
question:
Yeah.
did
that's
y'all
so real.
ever go on dates
I mean, we
like
did
that
sometimes.
for real? Because you gotta think y'all fairly young, and let's just keep this like you're how old again?
20.
You're 20 years old. So, like I said before this, when we spoke before this, I think that you haven't even ran into the max that your love can actually go. I think that
don't
was
think
like a
I-
test run.
Yeah, but
But to her, it is her max. That's what she's saying.
Right,
Like
yeah, that's the-
he's changing her. Like it's
Yeah,
making her
that's-
say, I don't want to be that person. But what I think I want to just kind of get out there is, don't let that change you. You know, people do things we don't like. Your mother probably do things you don't like for real. You know what I'm talking about.
I do.
But you love her, and you probably know that's just my mama being my mama. But you have to realize that you really don't know that God to know if that's just him being him, and it just don't go along with.
Who I am, like,
You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
But you can't stop being who you are just because he didn't go along with your program.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. The whole point of this is like let your love. To me, anything that don't involve love, and there's no real, like I've gotten many arguments with her. I'm like, it don't even have like go to the dictionary. It doesn't even have a definition.
Right.
So it's like, you know, really what's the root of this word? And since we're just not going to kick it out of the English language, we're going to continue to use it.
We are.
We use it every day,
Yes.
but we don't even know what it means.
We don't.
So in a way, it really does conquer all. Like it conquers the logic. Like I'm a logical guy,
Yeah.
and if it was up to me, I'd get rid of the word. Right? I'll replace it with other words like care or
Okay.
Stuff like that. But it's not going nowhere. It's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
So we might as well. This is me facing the beast.
Man, because
You know.
that word love could really put you in a situation. Like,
so now what does
yeah.
what does love mean to you? So since it has different definitions,
Yeah, we want to know what love means.
what
to
does
you.
love mean to you?
Let me see how I can put this. I mean, love means to me like, I guess, caring for a person to, I guess, a certain extent where you would do anything. Take care of him if you have to. Just do whatever needs to be done. You know, love, loyalty, respect. Just all that in one.
Okay. I mean, we can't argue with that. I'm pretty sure everybody have a different, examples or whatever. Because like we said, there's no real definition.
Exactly. I mean, what's y'all's? What y'all got to say about it?
Oh man,
Like,
I was gonna ask that. What does love mean to you? Let me say
Love
that.
means from a female to a male.
whatever you think.
Yeah. So if we're talking, love to me is more broad than like me to a spouse, right? But if you're saying the love that I would need from my spouse, right?
Right.
I would need for her to love me like she would love her son, right? But and I'm gonna tell you why I say that, because women tend to excuse a lot of things that their sons
We do.
right?
Yeah.
But and he can go through a learning process, and women are right there by him, right? And so that's what I would need, because I'm going through every day. Like today is a learning process. I'm learning something new. Tomorrow is going to be another learning process.
Right.
So I need for you to be patient. That's it. And know
Right.
that, you know what I'm saying? That's it. If you can be patient and love me like you love your son,
Okay.
then that's
And you know what? Vice versa, because that's what I was gonna say. For a man to love me, that's why I would tell my husband, love me like you love your mother.
I am your husband.
Because listen,
What's going on here?
listen.
What is going
The
on?
reason why I'm saying that is this. Listen, you excuse a lot of things your mother do. So it's like, I would want you to love me like you love your mother. Your mother done probably done things that, I'm not saying nobody here. I'm just saying your mother done things where, you don't understand sometimes, but you excuse her because you love her as your mother, You love her just for who she is.
Weird. Yeah. I know our answer sound a little incestual or something like that. But it's not meant to be that
No.
at all.
No, and if you're thinking
Not at
like
all.
that, that's just
Not at all. I'm just messing around.
that's
It's crazy I have to say this type of stuff. But and that would be my way. But it's more on to that. You gotta that's the first thing to start. Like, yo, you gotta give me, I gotta go outside and mess some things up. And come back home messy. I'm talking about brand new outfit, come back home messy, and you like, what the hell? I'm just standing there looking like goofy,
right.
I'm like, so you got that bath ready or what? Yeah.
Wow.
Where's the
I
food?
mean, yeah, I understand.
But see, in a way,
That's what I was doing.
right.
Like,
But he wasn't going outside for the right reasons.
Exactly.
He wanted him to
Yes.
come back like, hey, baby, why you out of mother? I was racing donkeys. I'm trying to make a business. And you would have been like, okay, cool. So how's it going?
Right.
Right.
How's
She
this
would have been
donkey
happy
business
about that.
going?
exactly, I would have been totally
We'd
fine
start
with it.
Googling like, what do it take to race a donkey and stuff like that.
Exactly, it would have been helping him out, trying to get the farm and everything so that motherfucker can live. Like,
I like her. Yes, period.
Which is what a wife should be, a help me. I believe that a wife should be a help me. I don't think that you can honestly, how can I put this? I don't think you honestly reach your peak until you can actually build that bond. Not saying you you can't be great. There's a lot of great single people out here, but I'm saying that balance of masculinity and femininity, that bond, and I mean, because it opens more doors when it opens up more doors because it you only have one way of thinking, and you have, like you said, that backbone that's like, well, look, he didn't see it this way. Maybe let me do a little research and interject it and talk to him, while we're in the bed or whatever, or at dinner or whatever. You know what I'm saying? They can always help out. So, what you think, Shatira?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, because with your situation that you were just explaining, it just sounds like he didn't have no ambition to try to do anything. So, I know that real woman come out of us when we see our man doing what they have to do. Mm-hmm. But if you don't see that, you don't feel the need to do that.
I stopped doing a lot of things, like, getting cute, going out, like anything out, just staying in the house.
For what? For
every
what?
day. Exactly, yeah.
But you want to know something? We do that, right? You don't even know. You're probably not helping him out doing that. Mm-mm. He already messed up. Then you like, fuck it. I'm about to throw my hair in a ponytail. Fuck it. I'm just going to walk around the house looking stupid as hell. I don't even care.
But that's the thing. Like, after you don't care, you don't care. So.
But this is what I want you to do, because who you are do care. You know what I'm saying? That's who you are. Mm-hmm. That's anybody. We do care. But what makes us not care is the fear of what may happen if I continue to care.
I got a question. Now, there are periods of time in our relationship where I couldn't stand her.
Same here.
Right? So, to that point.
I used to like literally sit over him thinking like, should I cut his neck tonight or tomorrow? I'm just playing.
No, she's dead serious. She's dead serious. Now, she can say that because she never actually did it. But I'm glad she said it.
You'll never hear me say it again.
I'm glad she said it on here so that if there's ever any situation where 12 is called to my house and a mysterious cut on my neck,
it wasn't me.
You know it came from. Now, moving forward.
Why would I say it on there if I was going to do it?
Whatever. Talk to my lawyer about that. So, at the end of the day, this is what I'm saying, right? Mm-hmm. There are periods of times, and like I said before, you are fairly young, so I don't think that. Let me see. How can I put this? There are times where you have checked out mentally. Mm-hmm. I can tell you that now. Like, it's been times I was checked out. Like, I'm not here. She may be asking me questions like, so why this or why that? Look. I don't even know if I'm ready.
I swear,
I'm out of here.
I've been there before. And with a woman, it's more emotional. The man, it's like he's still there and he's still doing the normal shit, but he's not there. Yeah. With a woman, girl, fuck that. We show it. You know what the fuck I'm talking about. We do the fucking most.
He like, you changed. And I was like, what are you talking about?
But this is what you be like, nigga, you changed me. They don't get it. Like, I was chilling. I was cool. Like,
I was.
So I done been there. I know what you're talking about. And then they make you look crazy, right?
But you did change, because you went from making frosted flakes and making the bed in the morning, whatever. We just gonna say catering. I just going to catering, and then all of a sudden, now you.
I thought I said silent mode.
Right.
I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna get you.
So all of a sudden, now you're, and I'm about to take a
break. All right, we took a little break. Get our stuff together. So now that we're back, we just kind of want to touch bases on a couple of things. What's your current relationship status?
Mm-hmm. As of now, I'm single. I'm just chilling, working on my business. So, I mean, I'm not really searching, but if they come, they come. They don't.
To interject, and I'm all about entrepreneurship. Would you mind letting the people know what's your business?
As of now, I'm a master cosmetologist. I graduate in May, so I do hair, nails, lashes, everything.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
You do movie sets. Things of
Oh
that nature.
yes, I also do hair on movie sets and all that. So
Okay. Okay. I let you take back over.
All right. And then, so the next thing is, what are you looking for?
I mean, a loyal, funny. You know, I like me some dark chocolate. Now I ain't even gonna cap. But yeah, just loyal, funny, respectful, loving, of course, and that's it.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's pretty much like what it is. Like you explain what you wanted. What do you expect to give in this relationship that you're looking for right now?
I mean, as of now, I kind of want to start bringing to the table what they bring to the table. So if they not bringing what I'm bringing, it's why bother?
What do you mean?
Like, as in anything, like financially, spiritually, motivation, like, you know what I'm saying?
But how can you assess that?
I mean, just by the way somebody acts
That's
or
not
the way
true.
they do things, how
But-
they carry themselves.
I mean, I want to cut you off, but and this is a big thing that I got sisters, I got daughters. The thing is this: you can never be able to assess what a person is, like
Right.
especially once the love bug hit. You know that make everything like that makes everything kind of a lot of stuff go out the window. Let's be real. Like certain guys, you don't really care as deeply as opposed to, and I want to say this without being like vain or anything like that, but as guys, there's certain girls that, depending upon how they look, you know, it's like, oh, okay, I don't really care too much about this, that, and the third.
Right.
So, women, I know y'all not as vain as us, but y'all are still vain. So, it's certain things that you just look over. So, you won't be able to really assess that when it comes to you really falling for someone.
I mean, yeah. But that's
You
the thing.
you sound good. Like it's like everybody say the same thing, but you sound good when you say it. It's good that you have at least a good mark, but I want to be more realistic.
I mean, that's what I was just saying if I was looking, but that's the thing, I'm not. So if it comes, it's just coming any way, shape, fashion, or form. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's more of a realistic.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like we all have this thing where it's like you get the bag and whatever, but that's what we're here to talk about. It's like it don't always line up like that. There's no real way to assess that. You know, and it is what it is. So you continue. I mean, I didn't want to cut you off, but it's like I'm getting like I hear all the different other podcasts, and it's like the women have the same exact answer, right? It's not like it's like a Kevin Samuels where the women are just. I can commend you on this. You're not like looking for somebody that's making like 400,000, 300,000. You know what I'm saying? Something
Yeah.
like that. You just more down to earth, and that's cool. A lot of guys don't think that women of your beauty are down to earth, but y'all are. You know, and this is more so for the guys. This is not for the introverts. This is for the guys that actually get out there and can actually go pull something. We like, okay, you have the Fresh and Fit. They cater more to guys that are still trying to understand women. This is not for that. This is for guys that understand women, that can go get women. This is what this is for. But do understand that what comes after, this is after you've gotten that. After you've gotten that high value guy. After you've gotten that. Okay, then what? You see what I'm saying? Like after Cinderella then got, with Prince Charming, it says to be, and they live happily ever after.
Right.
Well, what is that detail?
Yeah,
what's happily ever after? You get what I'm saying?
I mean, I guess my happily ever after would be like doing things together. Like, I love, like, when I'm with somebody and I actually have deep feelings with them, I want to be in their skin 24/7. Like, I want to do everything. I want to go on vacation. I want to wake up in the morning and eat breakfast. And, you know, you go to work, do your thing. I go do my thing. Like, just living in harmony, peace. Like, yeah.
That's right. I mean, that's very nice, but and you know what? I think all of us women feel the way she feels. Like, it's nothing wrong with feeling that way. That's a beautiful thing. But I want you to live in reality too with this situation.
Yeah, but I know you can't have that all the time. Like, it's always something. Arguments, little things, like stuff about laundry, just shit like that. Like, it's always gonna be something. Yeah. But as long as y'all can pull it together and
you think it's gonna be that
bring
light?
it back out.
You think it's that light?
Yeah, I know it's not that light.
See,
but I'm
like,
just giving you surface details.
When we was just explaining to you earlier, me and him, we'd have been together 13 years. Mm-hmm. It's not gonna be that light.
Yeah, I know it's not that light.
It's gonna be sometimes you're gonna be like, I'm really about to kill this person. Like, this person is taking me to another level. But how do you get back to who you was before that person ticked you?
For me, I just had to kick back, just forget everything, focus on me. Honestly, you know, work harder, focus more on school, track, doing what I had to do to better myself. And like I said earlier, you know, finding the love for yourself. You know, loving yourself before you try to love somebody else. So that's exactly what I did.
But we all know when we fall in love, sometimes
it's hard.
We forget about we forget about ourselves to an extent, but our ego keep us kind of focused on what we want. Mm-hmm. You know, and I think a lot of times when it comes to love, people love with conditions. Like, I love you if you do this, but if you do that, I don't love your ass no more.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah, I wouldn't be here.
Why you ain't taking him forever?
I mean, wow.
I'm not, and to that point, I don't condone. Like I said, I have sisters and I have daughters, but I don't condone you taking care of him forever. But we're just asking the question. So your love did have conditions.
I mean, it didn't have conditions. I was just, after a time of keep telling somebody over and over, I need help, and you not helping.
This is why you staying with your parents?
Yes.
I don't even want to go too deep into that whole thing because I'm gonna be honest with you. And one thing about it, I've tried to make it very open that you probably got some people that watch this and be like, oh, but y'all did this, or you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure some girls watching, like, he tried to holler at me and guess what? Like, and that's cool. Like, at the end of the day, we're not selling what we're sitting here. We're not selling a perfect situation. We're selling like the real deal. Like, some people gonna be in the comments.
I mean, they're gonna say it. Of course, we expect it, but reality is, you can't tell him nothing that I ain't already told him, and you can't tell me nothing that he ain't already told me. Mm-hmm. So when you come, it's just not in a positive space. Let me say, it's like they're gonna look for things, right? Mm-hmm. That's with your relationship as well. I know what you're saying. It's like, oh, you was tired, but I think you're probably too young to either. No, I can't say that.
Well, no, I was trying to. The reason I said that, and I was trying to get to the point of, right, I wanted to ask a question, but I didn't want to ask it from like a high ground, like this is beneath me or whatever. She stayed with me. Mm-hmm. Exactly what you did is what I did with her, right? I went to my mom. Hey, mom. Matter of fact,
2 weeks.
matter of fact, this is the exact conversation I had with my mother. Hey, mom, you know, somebody been staying here for like 2 weeks now that you don't know about. You know,
that is so
I
bad.
was blessed to have a pretty nice size home to where my mom never came to that particular section of the house. And so I'm like, it was like as though bringing a dog home, not calling her dog at all. Mm-hmm. but it was like having like sneaking a dog at the house and sneaking
Yo,
off.
your family. One thing about your family, they all helped like keep me away from your mom.
But yeah, it was definitely a collaborative.
They showed me like
situation.
true family. You know what I'm saying? They was like, all right, we gonna stop.
She would stay in the bedroom.
We gonna make sure she can stay here. So we gonna figure it out.
All day, I would go to. I had a job. I think I was working at like FedEx, and I would go there and come back, and I had like a meal or something for her, like. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I was probably making like no more than like $200 a week there, but it was just like, but I didn't have to make a lot of money because I was still staying with my mom.
Right.
So that's why I'm at. That's what I'm trying to get to the point of. Why is it that it was like so serious for him to be bringing home a certain amount of money if you're staying with your parents?
Because that's the thing. When I'm staying with my parents, but I'm doing everything for me. Like car note, phone bill. I help pay their bills. Okay. So it's like, you know. Okay. And then I'm also paying his bills for school, his clothes, buying his clothes,
in school, he's in college?
He was. That was back when we were in high school. So he was in high school. I graduated a year before him.
Oh, you're saying.
Okay. Yeah. So we were.
Was your and a lot of times I say, would you learn love from? Was there a male figure there that knew of what was going on, or was it just, you know, like how was it? Because for certain things, like it's weird because my daughter now she gets like she got a boyfriend, a guy friend. I don't even want to call him a boyfriend. He got a guy friend, right? And I'm there. They're not at the age yet to where it's not that serious, but at least I'm able to be there to like yay or nay something, right? So there wasn't a male figure that yay or nay that situation. And you know, just I'm asking the question just for the viewers because so it can make more sense.
Right.
Like at the end of the day, that wouldn't be usually going on. So I say that to say this is not a normal situation. Like for the adult viewers, this is like something that you need to be watching out for your daughters or something like that, because 9 times out of 10 you're not. Don't apply to you. So that's what I wanted to get to. I didn't want, you know what I'm saying. But you continue like on to what I guess your stipulations were, the things that you was looking at.
I was just looking at, you talking about like in the relationship for us to, you know, sit together and move on?
Well, she was saying like it's there stipulations to your love.
Well, I think what you're trying to get to, because it's like I don't know how to explain it. What I think you're trying to get to is like, did you have some goals that you were trying to reach and he wasn't helping you? Were you trying to move? Like, why was it important for him to have money?
Because we were staying in this. I had a room, you know. It was my mama staying there, my grandma, my 3 other sisters, my little cousin, and him. So we were all in the same house. We were staying in my room, little room for 1, not for 2. So on top of not having enough money to, you know, go out and do things, you know, like spending time with each other, like what people do when they're in a relationship. Like, so we would stay in the house, you know, eat, sleep, smoke, like that was it. Like we would never go out, do anything. So after that, it was what could we build into? Like if we just doing this every day, why can't we, you know, get out and do something else or grow into something else? Like I'm obviously trying to start doing something with this hair business. So it's like, why can't you, you know, motivate me and push me farther or, you know, be there to support? Right.
So are you saying that, and this is what I wanted to get to. When we were speaking on certain times where we were not like emotionally there for each other, right? Mm-hmm. There's a time period, and this is what I wanted to get to with you when you was talking earlier about like you cut it off. there's a time period where you're not going to be there emotionally. And that's cool. You're probably in hating this person during that point of time because there's a thin line between love and hate, you know. But to have goals that are in sync. And so one thing I could say with us as our kids, like we had a mission for their upbringing, their lifestyle prior to us even taking a vow or anything like that.
Well, that was one of our first conversations. Was about because we both didn't have our father in our life.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
They were there, but it was basically
they wasn't. Put it like this: they was
in house,
absent.
They were in house. That's
they
what
was absent fathers. So they, you know, now I don't talk down on neither one of our fathers because they are, but it wasn't traditional. We didn't have the traditional upbringing, in-house fathers. You know what I'm saying? Like they was just absent at a period of time, but we definitely the love was there, whatever the case may be. So I don't want to but to a point, that was one of the first conversations we had, and I didn't want to cut you off, but I didn't want you to, you know what I'm saying, I didn't want to shit on the fathers.
I think when females first get with a guy, they have pointless conversations, like how much do you like me?
Yeah, I like to ask questions like, what are your intentions with me? Like, what are you?
No,
he's trying to have sex.
No.
I mean, of course, like
that's his only intention. Okay.
I mean, of course that.
Listen. If he ain't getting the draws, he don't have no other.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna take that back. It's some dudes that'll see you and be overwhelmed by you.
But they still want that, baby.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you because I can speak for myself. I was getting sex when I met her. I was getting sex. It was nothing, you know. But I was looking for something deeper, and I think that's what you really be asking to. Like, I mean, how can I put this? They do want sex. Let's just get out the way.
He's going all the way around.
No,
the world.
because I'm trying to. But at the same time, there is.
I'm not saying that's the ultimate thing, but let's just be directly honest here. That's his intentions. Okay, ain't no man gonna be with you for the rest of your life not knowing what.
I wanted to be with her when I met her.
Yeah, he wanted to be with me.
I wanted to be with her because she's the only one that I met that. But I made up in my mind though.
Yeah.
When I met her, like I was like, I want something deeper because I hadn't.
No, be honest. You made it up before you met me.
Right.
He already knew in his mind that he wanted something serious, and then he met me. Because I don't want to get it incorrect where nobody.
She didn't.
I didn't change him.
Yeah, she didn't change me.
So that's the thing about women. We think we can change them.
Right. I was running around with my pack of wolves.
No, he already had it in his mind. Like, I want to find something serious.
I was with some wolves, man, and we was hunting.
Well, no, the reason why I said that is because I don't want women thinking like, oh man, he saw her. It was love at first sight. No, fuck no. It was.
Yeah, the dude already know up in his mind.
Yeah.
What he's looking for, whatever case may be. Like, a dude just come to a certain point in time where he may be like, you know what, I do want this. Now, it ain't saying that you're the one that he's gonna choose, but if you play your cards right, if he's in that type of mode, you know, if he's in that mode, he's like, yo, the last girl hurt me, and you know what I'm saying, and then you may not. It could just be timing.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like he can be like, you know, he's fresh out for breakup. He looking at you like you're the witch from the east. Right. So they're like, oh, here come another one, you know. And I think that's what this is all about, like not having that gap, because I was hurt before on some kitty love shit too, and I call that kitty love because it's like with you and your dude, I don't want to like downplay it, but to me, where I'm at in life, that's like kitty love.
Yeah.
You know, in high school and no real obligation and stuff.
But
like
but
that.
I want to say this because I used to hate when we were younger, and people called when we first got together. Oh, that's just puppy love. They didn't know what we. So I don't want to
was.
offend you. No. To other people, it was puppy love, but we were so passionate. They didn't understand. Like it wasn't puppy love. Like puppy love is like
We got grown love now.
yeah, like but even then. We already had conversations that
It didn't matter.
Yeah, like
It didn't matter. She see what she's saying is a female's mind into like her belief or whatever.
I know what you're saying.
I'm
Yeah.
logical, so I can understand what they was saying. Like I understand what they saying. They wouldn't say it now.
right.
You get what I'm saying?
They
Like,
can't say it now.
yeah, they can't say they wouldn't be able to say it now. But I understood what they was saying then. Like there is such thing as puppy love.